Well, I have to tell you, I have tried in every way I know how, literally from my years as a young lawyer all the way through my time as Secretary of State, to level with the American people.
You talk about leveling with the American people. Have you always told the truth?
I've always tried to. Always. Always.
Some people are going to call that wiggle room that you just gave yourself.
Well, no,
always tried to.
No,
I mean,
always
Jimmy
tried
Carter said, "I will never lie to you."
You know, you're asking me to say, have I ever? I don't believe I ever have. I don't believe I ever have. I don't believe I ever will. I'm going to do the best I can to level with the American people.
Oh, my God. I can't even. That is a gift from God. Joining us now is Tom Fitton, president of Judicial Watch, which is has reason to celebrate today. We all have reason to celebrate today because of the fine work that Judicial Watch and their attorneys have done in the courts regarding Hillary and her emails. And, Tom, welcome back to a two-prong ruling from the judge today in federal court, Judge Sullivan, I believe, who gave you two victories. So talk about them.
Well, the ruling was a granting of our motion for discovery. We're seeking discovery into the Clinton email system. We had sought records about Huma Abedin's, who was one of her top aides, now a campaign official, her special government employee status, which was a sweetheart arrangement, and how the Clinton email system thwarted that request for simple information. And the judge granted our request, said we have to come up with a narrowly tailored plan, which we will do. And so, as best we can understand it, it looks like officials, both in the administration and those who used to be in the administration, like Mills and Abedin, will eventually have to go under oath over the next few months.
So you believe Huma Abedin will be deposed under oath in the next few months? That's what you just said, correct?
Yeah, we'll be asking for that type of testimony. Abedin, Mills, Patrick Kennedy, who is a top official at the State Department, other officials at the State Department. We laid that out already in our motion for discovery. And in the end, the court's going to have to approve everyone we ask, everyone for whom we want information from. But that's the category of folks we'll be asking about.
All right. Now you didn't mention Clinton in there. Let me ask you why, but also let me ask you, am I correct in reading what the judge did today, that he threatened to subpoena Clinton over her emails?
Yeah, he started off a hearing with the idea that he may just order the State Department to subpoena Mrs. Clinton and Abedin for all the emails off of the Clinton server. As you know, the dispute is whether Hillary gave all the records that she should have given back to the State Department. She only gave about half those records, and we allege all those records should have been reviewed and searched. And the court was positing that he might very well do that.
So why don't you mention, though? You mentioned Mills and Huma and Patrick Kennedy.
We only know that Clinton and Huma Abedin had an email account on the Clinton email server.
Yeah, but you didn't mention her as one of the people you might want to depose.
Oh yeah. Well, she's not on the initial list, perhaps, but certainly as the discovery progresses, it may be necessary for her to provide testimony or information so that the court can determine the legal issues beforehand. And
so you hold open that possibility that even if the judge doesn't subpoena her or whatever, or have the State Department do it, you might eventually do it.
Eventually, we might ask for Mrs. Clinton's testimony, but we're not going to do that initially.
Right.
May not need it at all, but we may need it, so I don't know. But,
so how big is this? We got 30 seconds. How big is what happened today?
Oh, it's significant. Now we're going to put people under oath. The officials who have avoided accountability and answering questions, like Patrick Kennedy, like I think Huma Abedin and Cheryl Mills, assuming the court approves all these folks to come in and give us testimony. And we, I think, are going to finally get some straightforward, or we're going to have a straightforward process for getting answers under oath. Right. To the questions about what went on with the Clinton email server.
Tom,
why was it?
Congratulations. Great to talk to you. We'll speak to you again. Folks, up next, your phone calls. Call now, 877-NEWSMAX, 877-639-7629.